trying to eat and get this done. So, advanced the first week, you see Romeo Aquara was signed, Richard Sherman rejects, and Ramshak rejects. So two huge names that I want to get my hands on. And that's one thing that I do hate though. I got a bit of the Redskins last second, and was he not a left tackle? Maybe was he? Yes, I bet the last second really is really annoying. But my signings. Who did I sign? Aquara. My negotiations: Daryl and Colby. Williams is a big one. Daryl Williams. Now, one thing I did see, by the way. So like, I'm not even worried about like cap room. I'm fine with the cap room I have going into next year. My worries is that we have to trade up. I know Moore is projected to go ninth. We have to trade up. And I think I know who I want to trade up with. I need that to go through. Do they have the first round pick? I would fucking well, maybe they do. I'll see going to the 10th. This is a must need, bro. I have to get Rondell more. I feel like if I give them Chris Godwin, there's no way they take a receiver. Broncos, I believe, are holding out, aren't they? That's not Trubisky, which is a pretty big deal. So, I mean, if you have Trubisky, do you let Lawrence fall? You gotta take him for value, surely. I mean, honestly want the 4th though. Because the Broncos are in CPU team. So I just don't see them picking Rondale Moore. Not from where he's at. Other than that, like the Bears, they're not going to play. Have a pick over them. Could be 3 teams above me. The Niners. Or he could. Oh, so very well could. And the Panthers. Panthers won't take him. Best scenario, you know. I just don't see Rondale Moore getting reached for, dude. So if we can get him to accept that trade, you know, we're going to be good. Shit. We're going to be fine, though. If that trade is accepted, you know. Is there a Panthers guy in here? I need that pick, dude. An 88 Chris Godwin. And the 30th pick for the 4th pick in the draft. Alright, then Rob sending overall, but I mean, yeah, if he says no, like Chris Godwin's such a good player to have, but dude, Rondale Moore. Rondale Moore would be such a good player to have on our team. And honestly, just because of Hamsia, like we just don't need him. Like honestly, it comes down to it. We might end up trading him and putting Isaiah Simmons back, or we move around. I don't know what to do here. If we get rid of Chris Godwin, have room. You know, we'll move T. Higgins probably up and put him there, and then we'll trade him Paris Campbell maybe. And then Paris Campbell's, you know, gonna still see, you know, a bit of playing time. If we end up getting him, and he does want Paris Campbell, you know, we can go with like somebody out here like D.D. Westbrook. What is like 92 speed? 93, yeah. I have people out here that are gonna be hella good. Deebo Samuel. You know, he's gonna make plays. I give D.D. Westbrook 1 year for $9 million. Honestly, even Rashad Perriman would be very nice to have. Oh, hell no, he's been down. We are gonna need backups. It's just the fact that I don't even know if we want, you know. No, we don't. We have Jalen Hurts. We have two phenomenal quarterbacks. Cannon is on a 2-year contract. I don't know if he'll make it that far. Running back is fine. We should have went for Bobby Boys. That's a hella good player. Nake's always phenomenal. It's just the fact that I don't think we're gonna need him this time. Clavin. Where have I seen this guy from, bro? Do we just like own him? This guy's like, I remember this guy for some reason, for some odd reason. Like, I don't know, he's like, he's speaking to me right now. Like, it's something about his player. Ryan Anderson, didn't he? He got ejected this year. He did get ejected. Quincy Williams. Troy Herndon is not a terrible pickup. Matt Harris was the worst player in Colts history. He was terrible. Cameron Sutton's not something we're gonna go after. Patrick Robinson might be though. Is he still fast like he used to be? No, he's not. Really. I know Fabian is hella quick. Man has the boosters on him. Franklin Darby probably has like 88, 89 speed. Anyone. Rosemary Gomar used to be the cheat code back in the day. No, DRC used to be the cheat code. I'm not gonna get PJ just because. Darren Worley. Oh, he's at 86 speed. I thought he was like quick. Alright. If we're gonna go with anybody, we're probably gonna go with Fabian. Moreau. I just don't want to pick him because he's like another franchise, you know. You know, 2 years, 3.32 mil is not like something I don't want to give him. Yeah. Really love if he would accept that trade. If I have him, T.Y., Rondale Moore, T. Higgins, Paris Campbell, or we could just put Rashad Perriman and then, you know, trade him. Let me see what he's got. Of course, he got a Murray Cooper. He has no picks, though. That's the thing. Like, he projected to go to Super Bowl and lose it next year. It would be a pretty late pick. The Bengals accept, I'll send him on for next year's first round for Paris Campbell, maybe. That's a trade for just for me personally. I've gotta get, you know. I'd love, though, to get this guy. We have a 91 offense and 94 defense. Seems like our defense went downhill a little bit. Like, you know, I mean, I'll move my defense back, but like, I'll put Zion Williams in there too. I could develop him, but I thought that looks like the Dolphins franchise. Obviously, I haven't like you're right, like a lot of people have been wondering like, oh, did they gotta get dropped already? Nah, it's just the fact that I've been on a bye week. I made weekly awards apparently. 4 picks and 2 tutties against the Dallas Chargers. Man, it. Devontae Parker has an upgrade point. Put it to that physical stat. We already, I think, what are we, 3-1, right? We are, and we do have a first round pick as well, so. We're gonna make the playoffs. We don't have to have extra preparation. We don't need morale. We're about to face the Redskins, and we gotta be able to win, you know? Joey Burrow's the guy that obviously, you know, we have a chance at. Definitely have a chance at. And if we do drop, we're gonna tank for Tua, you know? I like a lot of these guys. I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm gonna get around this range, 15, 16. So just had a reach of C.D. Lamb, Jonathan Taylor. That's one thing I gotta think of. You know, if we can't not get going, we might have to, you know, and use one of our picks on a running back. No, I would not like to take a receiver here. I'd like to take Jalen Reagor. early second round. That's not terrible. I'd like to take him early second round. What, like 30? What is he? Second round, fifth pick. I'd like to take him a little bit higher than that. Probably, if I do end up having like a bad season or a good season, Joe Rigor will be a first round pick. If I do end up, start losing games, we're thinking like, like maybe like Derek Brown's a guy that I really like. If he falls to us, if he doesn't, AJ be a nice one. Really, we're just looking for a strong safety, free safety type stuff. If I end up taking Grant Delpit if shit falls through. Upgrade players. We have Jerome Baker, who almost got development up. We need to get some more though. That's one thing we have not seen off. +2 acceleration. Jesus. He had 90 acceleration. Now he has 92. Adrian Colbert, who was in the 60s, but he has a very good store development trait, which will help obviously get him up around those like there. I think it's +2, so that way he's 93 speed, 94 excel. With some zone is crazy. I think it's one guy that I'm kind of grown to love. I'm gonna develop him. I think after a couple seasons, he'll start to really take good plays. I think Josh Rosen, I don't know, man. I don't know. AP, I want to keep Hunt to obviously become like a star on this team, but again, I know. Brandon Marshall will be gone for this year, but I don't think we need a receiver. I think, we've got some pretty good receivers. Might pick up one over the offseason or something. We're going to go hard. We're going to spend all our money on O-line. We're going to pay bank for some O-linemen, that hopefully will produce. Of course, we got Raekwon McMillan, who is going to be a start right as a linebacker. Left as a linebacker, we're going to need somebody better, but Jerome Baker, obviously. Eric Rowe is going to start for the rest of the year, considering, the loss of Rashad Jones in a trade. Xavier Howard, our greatest guy, obviously going to stay on the team, and we're going to need some corners. We're going to need a lot of things. Christian Wilkins will be one guy that stays, and Nevada Godshaw. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like 7, 8. We need to pick up like draft 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draft or getting the free agency 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 or 16 people are going to have to get 15 or 16 of our starters will, for sure. For sure will not return. Only 51 out of 53 players. Seems like we're losing players every week. I think we need to start signing some players, I think we're going to leave that like that for now. And then the other thing is, I think I'm going to end up doing this Redskins game just because I want this guy to, look at that trade, and he hasn't been able to look at it yet, so I'm gonna just face these. We faced the Giants, which is not terrible. We're undefeated. I just don't think we're gonna go undefeated. Those are all winnable games. Giants we can beat. Vikings, Texans, Panthers, Colts, Cowboys, but Packers hard. Eagles, we've beaten them. We can beat them again. Cardinals. There's some new teams in here that I just don't know about. If we could, win our division for the first time in years, that'd be nice. Cowboys are 3-1, so they could have beaten. They almost were above us. They went and lost that last game of that last week, so it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and switch stream up to Redskins. And yeah, I can.